What the hell?
Byakuya baby! Byakuya baby is...
What a horribly exciting turn of events! Boys and girls, I do declare we finally got our first murder way out in the great blue sea here on lonely Jabberwock Island. A body has been found. After the duly designated investigation period is over, we're gonna head straight to the class trial.
The class trial?
I believe I mentioned once before that you're gonna debate over who among you bloodied their hands, remember? And if you don't start investigating to shed light on who done it, everyone who's innocent will wind up getting punished.
In other words, pin down the killer? Are you saying the culprit is one of us?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that one of us is capable of killing Togami. None of us would ever cause that much despair.
Komaeda.
But that's precisely why I am going to investigate Togami's death. There's no need for us to suspect or deceive one another. We shouldn't be fighting among ourselves, but against this despair. This hopeless reality is the real enemy we must combat.
In order to survive this confrontation, we have no choice but to investigate.
Ooh, it's so cruel making you kids do this. Okay, but what exactly should we do? Look for clues, but I'm clueless.
We're all amateurs at this. That goes without saying. So for starters, let's just follow our intuition. From there we'll prove that no one here is guilty of killing Togami.
Well, before you come to any hasty conclusions, why not consult the Monokuma file?
Monokuma file?
Yep. It accurately and thoroughly summarizes the truth regarding the body. The poo-poo dead body, I mean. With that out of the way, I wish you the best of luck.
The victim's body. The victim's body was found in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. Time of death circa 11:30 p.m. Cause of death, stab wounds. The victim was stabbed in over 10 locations from the abdomen to the neck. No other noteworthy sign of external injury or ingestion of poison. Togami really is dead, isn't he?
Got a second. Did anything come up in your investigations of the dining hall?
Yeah, I checked around Togami's body the best I could. For starters, there was a pair of night vision goggles next to him. I don't know whether Togami or the killer used them though. Then there was some duct tape with fluorescent paint on the bottom of the table. Some of that same paint was also visible on a knife under that table. The bloodstains under the table gave no indication that his body had been dragged, so that's where Togami was killed during the power outage. Komaeda, did you learn anything?
Yeah. The AC in the dining hall was set to turn on at 11:30. Isn't that around the time of Togami's death?
11:30? As I recall, the office AC timer was also set for 11:30.
The office AC was too? I sincerely doubt that was just a coincidence.
Mind checking something out?
What?
I was taking pictures of everyone right before the power cut. So I used those photos to make a diagram of where we all were when the lights went out.
Thanks, Koizumi. This could prove handy.
Excuse me. Seeing as how I have some medical knowledge, I examined Togami's body myself. I believe that the stab wounds were inflicted with a narrow, sharp-tip object of approximately 5 millimeters width that repeatedly punctured his internal organs.
Tsumiki, don't push yourself too hard. We get the picture.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for telling us, Tsumiki.
So, doesn't that pretty much cover the dining hall?
I guess.
Say, Hinata, why don't the two of us go around and see what everyone has to say? I have a feeling some of our classmates might not feel comfortable talking to me if I went alone.
Sure, but why have me come?
How to put it? Hinata, it's like you've got the same aura as me. I bet you admire Hope's Peak Academy. You do, don't you?
Well, sure, but I don't see how that's relevant. Whatever, we've got to focus on investigating for now. Wouldn't you say we're pretty much done investigating the old building?
Yeah, let's sum up our observations.
Okay, here goes. First, there was a set of 3 irons in the storage room that stood out as strange. Then there was the blood-stained tablecloth thrown in a basket. Mioda was able to tell all of our voices apart during the blackout. The Duralumin case containing the dangerous items that Togami confiscated was still locked at the time of his death. There are fire doors between the kitchen and the dining hall. Tanaka's been looking for his earring that fell between a gap in the warped floorboards. He more or less testified,
"It's impossible to get to the crawl space from outside."
Finally, that brings us to the kitchen. Going by the equipment list, the hot plate for barbecues and the portable stove were the only things left. There wasn't anything that could be turned into the murder weapon. Besides that, there was pretty much just the churrasco and the other dishes that never got served. I'm not sure yet how each of these is relevant to the others, but at least we have some clues to start putting together.
Yep. For our last stop, would you mind checking out Tagami's cottage with me? I can't help but worry what might happen if I run into trouble outside alone. You don't mind, do you, Hinata?
Me again? Aren't you afraid that going with me could be dangerous?
You mean if I think you're the killer? Honestly, the thought hasn't so much as crossed my mind. Besides, I never dream of suspecting someone.
What do you mean by that?
Well, wouldn't you rather get killed out of trusting in people than survive out of suspecting others?
Don't even go there. Don't say it'd be better to get killed. We're doing this so we can survive.
Impressive. You claim that you aren't strong, but in my eyes, you're extremely strong. It's no wonder you were chosen for Hope's Peak Academy.
Weren't we going to Togami's cottage? We don't have time to waste on this.
Yeah. Let's go.
The door's locked.
Hey, Monokuma!
Coming! Jeez, you certainly know how to work a bear to the bone.
We need to go inside for the investigation, so could you unlock the cottage door?
Komaeda, when did you learn to boss Monokuma around? Isn't this a threat? Who would write this? Why didn't Togami bring this up with us?
Maybe he couldn't bring himself to say anything. I bet he was afraid to throw us into a panic.
Damn it! Togami was so desperate to protect us that he endured this all on his own. Komaeda, you look pale. Are you okay?
Sorry. I'd like to sort my thoughts out alone. I'll be leaving now.
Okay.
Bye. See you later.
What got into Komaeda?
Well, boys and girls, it's time for the highly anticipated class trial. Please gather your groovy selves around Monokuma Rock on the Central Island.
Hanamura!
Komaeda! Why? What the hell happened? Why is Tagami dead and you're alive?
Sorry I'm alive.
Damn you! If you hadn't tried any funny business, I would have never resorted to murder.
Really?
Huh?
Really? Weren't you so desperate to get off this island that you didn't care who you killed? But you don't need to feel regret or shame for your actions. You made a big decision and took action, all for your hope. If anything, you should be proud of yourself. Don't worry. I am a champion of hope. I don't mind taking the fall and dying. So all you need to do is focus on making it through the class trial. Togami was a wonderful leader. Unfortunately, his hope wasn't absolute. You see, I couldn't be happier if my death served as a stepping stone for hope.
I made a promise. I swore to save the Hanamura diner. Mama's keeping her end of the promise. Even though she's not well, she's running it all on her own. She's pushing herself, waiting for me. I've got to get off this island.